As it stands, if I were to release the Tempest's box without any downloads and it would only require commands, then you'd have to copy from 229,163 characters of code. But now, thanks to the structure blocks, installing the Tempest's box is as easy as that. So we have two towers. One tower here and another tower here. They don't really mean anything except that they're different towers. Is this going to load? Yes, it will. Awesome. So I've got a nice graphic here kind of explaining what the Tempest's box is and how you can contact the creators, Dragon14, TPC, YouTube and so on, and we have our logo here. And you can right click it too. Installing and uninstalling modules is as simple as click to remove, install. Remove, install. If I were to release an update to one of these, all you'd have to do is drag and drop a structure file and then just press the update button and it will be updated. It's pretty awesome how it works like that. And so yeah, this thing is going to be so much easier to use and of course a lot less laggy, and it also looks a lot cooler as well. So I am looking forward to finally starting to release the one commands of these, which is pretty exciting. So yay for that, and here are all the diamond hoes that make that work. As you can see, they're just absolutely huge models. So we won't have to worry about that. I'm still wondering how I'm going to implement the diamond hoe and golden hoe into the game, because as it stands, you aren't going to be able to use these in survival mode. Anyway, besides that, let's take a look at some of the new additions. In this case, I've only managed to add 2 mobs to the game, but it's quite significant because now that I've added 2, the rest will be a lot easier to add. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at the ogre. So there are 2 ways to spawn this. One you can't do in survival, and the other you can do in survival. One way is just to wait around and wait for the ogres to spawn on grass, or you can name a spawn egg zombie, spawn ogre. And as you can see, it will appear like that. Now the ogre's ability includes jump boost, very high attack damage, knockback resistance, and it can also break blocks over time as well. Yep, as you can see, it does that. The next mob, which is my favorite, is the assassin. Now this guy is deadly, switching between his katana and his bow, and has a chance to teleport around the player as well in a cloud of smoke. Yep, there we go. So he moves around. It can move around a lot faster as well, and if there's more of them, they'll spread around you as well. And when he teleports, that's the same instant it switches to a bow. So if you have a shield, blocking this guy will not do. This guy will be able to strafe behind you and shoot you from behind, so you can't always just rely on your shield. I think I might increase the range though, because I don't think it's quite enough. Upon killing the assassin, you can get the following items. You can get Feather Falling 5 boots. They don't have much durability, but they can save you at harsh fall at times. They drop a bow, leather armor, and they also drop their katana, which when in your main hand doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, it's super fast, so you can spam click if you want, if you like that method of fighting better. But when it's in your offhand, it increases your speed and also your attack speed. So if I have like an axe in my hand here, you can see the axe would rise up faster than it normally would. So this has become like a diamond sword. Pretty powerful stuff if you have the katana. But you need to keep in mind that if you have the katana in your offhand, then you won't be able to put things like other abilities and your shield in there as well. So your offhand is great for custom abilities, and if you want to use this to increase your attack speed without any like drawbacks, then the katana is a good way to do this. Also, katana in both hands, pretty powerful stuff as well. You can just spam click. Actually, I wonder how long it will take to kill a creeper. So it takes 5 hits, but if we critical hit, yeah, 3 hits. Pretty fast like that. And what about with the axe? Yeah, it takes about the same speed, so you can knock out mobs pretty damn quick if you have a katana, which is awesome. Also in this world we have a bunch of structure blocks here, which basically show you how I've made the structure for the dungeons that I've released. So this row here is for the indoor dungeons, the underground ones, you know, with the one with the blue knights. These structures here are the structures that involve the ice planes. So this is like the small variants, and then there's a big variant here. So these are also the ice planes here, but they're like a separate structure. So I've used a separate spawning mechanic to spawn these in. So as you can see, nowhere near finished, still got a lot of structures to make, but that's my progress on the structures so far. So I understand this was a short episode today. I didn't really add much in terms of features, but internal stuff, I've had a lot of huge changes, and in the coming weeks I will start releasing things, maybe starting with my metal alchemy, and then my poison emission, and my block breaker, and so forth. So the Tempest's box is slowly undergoing a release period, but not official yet, just releasing the individual modules for you to install, hopefully without a resource pack soon. I'm not really sure if I will have time to work on that yet, but we'll see how that goes. Custom mobs also need more custom drops, and obviously I'm going to add more of them in the future. But for now, thank you to my Patreons for this month, Kyle and Patrick. Your contributions earn my undying gratitude, and you get access to the Patreon chat as well, which is awesome. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.